So if you guys are just joining us, we have Lyric Jones in the house. She is a rapper, a vocalist, a drummer, a radio show host, an event host. I think I first really like, I'm from Florida originally, and
Oh, okay.
I was definitely an A3C vet. So I think I remember hearing your name and seeing your name a lot. I'm not sure if I ever caught you out there, but then I also got put onto what you're doing with the Bars Only show that you were doing in Hollywood. So much respect. Really happy
Thank
to
you.
have you here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Are you ready to get into a little hip hop trivia?
Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, I'm a millennial, so I know a lot of shit, but I don't know a lot of shit, and I'm always trying to learn. So let's see what we got.
We're not here to make anybody look bad.
Make all my mentors. I gotta make them all look good. Or I'm gonna have Rod Digger and such cussing me out.
Make sure you can use the chat as well. We do have a very healthy
I got
chat,
a lifeline.
So yeah.
Okay.
Now I can't always promise that they're going to be correct, but we have a very confident chat, if not always an accurate chat. So we are going to get into the first round, and the first round is called "The Choice Is Yours." This is
doom 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 doom.
All right, there we go. I'm not going to give you singing points. That was nice, but that was good.
Who's the black sheep? Okay.
So we're going to start off. They're multiple choice, and let's see what the first question is. The first question: A Tribe Called Quest emerged on the scene as members of this larger hip hop collective. Was it A, the Juice Crew, B, Native Tongues, C, Hieroglyphics, or D, the Bomb Squad?
I know the answer.
What is the answer?
B.
She says B, Native Tongues. And she is absolutely right. It is Native Tongues.
Yes, sound effects.
I got the drops all on hand here.
Fun fact, Phife Dawg, rest in peace, is still, because I mean, even though he's not with me physically, it's still considered like one of my biggest mentors, one of my biggest, enforcers of really me continuing rap, especially because I was pretty young when I met him. I was like in my early 20s.
Yeah.
So, Tribe Called Quest specifically has a very special place in my heart. And I know everybody except, I have not met Q-Tip. I've met everybody except Q-Tip.
He's the elusive one. And I heard he's like the weirdest one, but like, he's like a genius.
He's the genius.
He's a genius. Yeah, you have to give him that pass.
So I hope to meet him one day, and I'm 1 degree of separation from him. So in so many ways, I'm really close to Rod Digger, and Rod Digger brought Rod Digger in the game. I
just learned that. I was reading Kathy Ian Doley, who is she was a guest on one of our previous episodes, and she wrote a book called God Save the Queens. It's a book about women in hip-hop.
She was telling me about that book. Yes.
Yeah, and I didn't really know this, but Q-Tip kind of got her in the door, and it seemed like he was sort of like going to be producing her, and then they didn't have any like drama or anything, at least that I know about, or that the book indicated, but like they wound up not really working much together, but he was the connect to Busta.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, that is you nailed it. That's the storyline.
Yeah. I mean, so great. Yeah, I know Phife did a little like interlude, I believe, on one of your projects.
Yes. What are you doing your research?
Hey man, that's what I'm here to do, Yes, sir.
Yep. I mean, I use that interlude on my shows and everything, because it really is kind of it really does uplift me every now and then, so.
Amazing. Yeah, a legend.
Yeah.
Well, I assume that you met him in Atlanta.
I did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And speaking of Atlanta, we're going to move on to our second question. At the age of 23, Donald Glover, or Childish Gambino, was hired as a writer for this television sitcom. Was it Community, Parks and Recreation, 30 Rock, or Atlanta? He was a writer at the age of 23.
I know. Well, I think it's no, it's not D. I know it's not Atlanta. Does anyone know who he was writing for? I think it's B.
You think it's B? All right.
I think it's B, but I'm waiting for some It's at the age of 23, he became a writer.
Yes.
He was writing before Atlanta started, y'all. So
perhaps. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Somebody said C. 30 Rock sounds familiar, but I don't know.
You got to go with your gut on this one.
Okay, somebody else confirmed B with me. I'm going to go with B, Parks and Rec.
She's going Parks and Rec. The answer is
See?
30 Rock.
Ah! I felt like he was too young, but yeah,
Yeah.
okay. It was in my spirit. It was brewing.
She was dancing around it. You know that
I kind of knew.
your hip hop cred is not in question.
What I did know, it wasn't Atlanta. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So you spent significant time in Atlanta. Like, what was it like there? Because at one point, like Atlanta was really, it was sort of like the hotbed of like
Yeah.
rap music and popular music. It still definitely is a factor. But you know, like what were your years in Atlanta like, or your time in Atlanta?
Man, that's a big era for me. It was. I like to say that was the era that pretty much, like, this is where I grew up. You know, I grew up in Boston, but I grew up in Atlanta, if that
Sure.
makes sense. Like my wonder years were in Boston. That's where I'm from. And, you know, I was a kid, but between the age of 18 to 23, 24, that's like you became I can't even say became an adult, because I became an adult here.
Yeah.
But that's where I became Lyric Jones. That's where I was doing the A3C festivals. That's where I met a lot of my contacts, and the foundations of my relationships in hip hop started with me running around being Lil Sis in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much the young buck around the OGs. That was my thing. Like, I was literally, when I think about it, I was literally 19, 20 years old, you know, running around like rapping with the old heads, you know, like the OGs. Let me not say the old heads. But I also went to college. Hey, Ashley Hayes is in here. She's one of my friends and my connects from Atlanta. You know, like
You heard you talking about
poetry.
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta just flew in here, like. Yeah, so Atlanta is a big part of the Lyric Jones y'all see now. Like, the foundation was laid as far as me being a performer and me being a known, like a name, quote unquote.
Sure.
All started there. But I also went to college in Georgia, Athens, Georgia, University of Georgia. So that's a lot of information and a lot of, you know, just
Formative years.
knowledge. Yeah, formative years has happened in my Atlanta runnings of rounds.
Amazing.
Early 20s, late teens, early 20s.
Shout out Trackstar the DJ. What up, Trackstar?
Hey, Trackstar, another Atlanta connect.
Yeah,
you know, like Track has done shows with me. You know, he's not from Atlanta, but again, we transplanted and built those relationships. So
I remember. And you went to school, you were saying, and you studied journalism, if I'm not mistaken, right?
yes, broadcast news.
Look, I don't want to say that I'm killing the game here, but that transitions very well into our third question.
Pretty damn good.
Hey, man, you know, I'm trying. This magazine paid tribute to photographer Gordon Parks' iconic A Great Day in Harlem piece with their A Great Day in Hip Hop in 1998. This was that giant spread that they did.
I know it very well. I know the jazz one and then the hip hop one that was retributed.
So
Damn
it! Was it The Source, Double XL, Rolling Stone, or Vibe?
It couldn't have been The Source. I'm not thinking it's this, like, no.
Rolling up The Source.
Nah, I don't think it was The Source. The Source is like, they weren't posting nothing like this. Wasn't Vibe. I'm gonna roll with Double XL. That was my first gut, and I see a couple bees flying around.
Shout out to the Beehive.
I'm gonna go with B, Double XL.
She is absolutely correct.
If you know, you know.
Yes, sir.
You know, I was going to say Vibe, but then I thought about what Vibe was in '98, and that, like, XL and Source were the biggest hip hop.
Right,
magazines.
hip hop, like, in, like,
hip hop.
Vibe was kind of a little bit wider spread,
Right, like R&B,
soul, like,
exactly. So that's what canceled out Vibe for me, and I just knew it wasn't The Source.
Got it.
I just knew they were problematic throughout those years anyway. So
the decline, I believe, was starting at that point. Shout out to The Source, but also, you know, The Source.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next question, the final question in this round. This artist was the first solo female MC to release a full album. Was it Roxanne Shante, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, or MC Lyte? And this one is straight taken out of the book that I referenced earlier. I've definitely been pulling A lot
It
of
wasn't. It wasn't Moni. It wasn't Latifah. I'm torn between Roxanne and Light because I mean Roxanne it was before Light, but I don't know who put out a full album yet.
Mm. So it's a head scratcher. You know, we have to get a little bit harder as we get to the end of that
Yeah,
round.
shit.
But you're doing so far. You got half
I
right
think
so far.
I think Roxanne just put out singles with Juice Crew and everything. I think Light, yeah, everyone's saying Light. I think Light was. That's why she's revered so much. I'm gonna go with D.
She's going with D with Light, and it's a good thing she did because that is the answer.
Light as the rap.
Roxanne Shante was definitely putting out records, but
Yeah.
not albums. She was putting
That's
out.
what I was. See, look, I'm so proud of myself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blah, damn.
Yes.
Have a nice day.
Hey, if you guys have questions for Lyric Jones, drop them in that little question box. If we have some time at the end, we'll get to it. We
Yes, ask away.
ask away.
I haven't been on the gram in a while, so.
Steve Wonder
ask
is
away.
questioning your millennial status. Steve, I think millennial is a little misunderstood because
It is because I'm not Generation Z. Generation Z is the little motherfuckers,
Right.
babies. I'm a millennial, which means I grew up in the new millennium. Like that was my 1-digit years. You know, I was born in '88, the golden year. I was born.
yeah,
1988.
That's millennial. She's a golden millennial, folks. Get it right or pay the price.
I'm a golden millennial. That's right. That's
you can
right.
use that. Yeah, I'll let you have that one. All right, we're going to move on to our second round. The second round is called Picasso, baby. So what it is that we do in this round is I'm going to show you a little piece of an album cover, and you have to identify what the album is by what it is that you're seeing.
Oh.
So
okay.
now we're going to test you're a millennial, so you remember albums. Anybody like later on, they might have trouble with this because it's just streaming and they never saw artwork in their life.
Okay.
All right. She's wincing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. What album cover is this? Is it Danger Mouse's The Gray Album, Jay-Z Volume 3, Life of Times of S. Carter, Gangstar Full Clip, or Eric B. and Rakim's Follow the Leader?
Love this album. B, Life and Times.
She's going B, Life and Time. She's absolutely correct.
I definitely knew that when I purchased that shit.
Dum. Favorite Jay-Z album?
Blueprint.
No hesitation. She just went.
Nope. Because it was about a place and time for me. That was when I started writing,
Yeah.
and when I really started breaking down bars. So it doesn't mean that he didn't have better, but my favorite was Blueprint. Like not from 9/11 to like just what I was going through as a young teen. Like you couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna be signed to Rockefeller. Like I was like I don't know who this Emilion girl is, but I'm about to be that first lady in a minute. So yeah. Yeah, Blueprint is for
not
sure.
right now, Jay. I can't talk. I know. Just later. All right, please. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you good. You good.
He's in the kitchen. I'll explain after the show. All right. Next question. What album cover is this? Is it Boogie Down Productions Edutainment?
D.
She doesn't even care. She's not even going to let me finish. She says D.
D.
And she is correct.
Yes, yes, sir. Blah, damn.
Tariq might call me and like say never talk to me again if I got that wrong.
You got to get that one right. Yeah, we're trying to get Tariq on the show. We've been in talks. There's
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to make that happen. You're a drummer, which I didn't even know until I saw that. What's that all about? I mean, you don't have to explain yourself, but I just want to know more about it.
He's like, what's that all about?
Well,
to be honest with you, the rapping aspect of me is the last piece of the puzzle. I started playing saxophone, then piano, then bass, then drums. As I was playing drums, I was a full-fledged singer, like whole ass R&B singer. But around the early 2000s is when I started like developing a love for the rap art form. I always was a hip hop head, like, I loved it. Sure. But me rapping like was the last thing. I done touched all these instruments and singing. I was a full gospel kid, to be honest with you. But the drumming was where it just came so natural. Like I went from playing keys to saxophone to bass, but I just didn't stick with it.
Mm.
But the moment I got on drums, it just happened overnight. Like I was a natural talent at it because of the rhythm, the innate rhythm I have in my blood, really. So that started in church, and then I started playing jazz drums, like just swinging, really, like in college. Yeah, so
that's a great place to cut your teeth too, because those church bands don't mess around.
oh yeah, and the time I was coming up, like it was all about the chops, and it was a gospel community, so the musicians were the celebrities of the gospel community.
Right.
So I was like, and then I had a little bit of jazz influence and hip hop influence, so I just was like, it just came so natural for me. So that's I don't play as much as I used to because I don't have a drum set.
Yeah.
But when I have live shows, I always hop on drums, for sure.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Got a downside sometimes. When I moved out to LA, I had to lose a lot of music gear as well. I was like a guitarist, and I haven't had an amp since I've been out here. I just,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, it's real. And drums is a whole fucking situation.
Yeah,
like,
drums is ridiculous. Yeah, drums is just...
Someone said huge trash cans. No. That's not what drummers like to shed on. I'm sorry.
It only works in the cartoons. Yeah, they just...
Or on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, you don't want to be that kind of drummer. All right, we're going to move on to the final question in this round, and it's a little bit tougher. You've been killing this round thus far, but let's see what we got here. What album cover is this? Is it
I know it. B, Missy Elliott, Super Duper Fly.
Wow.
Boom, 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 boom.
That leads me to believe either you were a big fan of that, or Missy Elliott has once almost stepped on your face.
I wish Missy could step on my face. I might get a little bit of the spirit of her and from her shoe to my spirit.
Yes, that's how that works. Yes.
Man, I love that album.
Classic.
I love that album cover. Like, I really might want to recreate that shit.
Yeah.
So chill, so tomboy, but so smooth. Like, I love that.
They were definitely ahead of their time, I would say, for sure. They, like the sound that she and Timbaland were making together, because it still sounds modern, like it's, Timbaland has been doing a lot of the versus battles, so we have to talk about this because
yes.
Who you got on Saturday? Saturday is Jill Scott versus Erykah Badu.
This is the hardest one for me. Like, I just told you of how deep of a singer or vocalist I was before this rap shit. And a big part of why I wanted to be a performer at all and why I wanted to just be on stage was because of Jill Scott. Her live album, no rapper. Like, I have my top 5 rappers of who influenced me.
Yeah.
But who kind of sparked the flame of Lyric Jones, the artist? When you see me live, you will see literally Black Thought and Jill Scott oozing out of me.
It's
like,
Jilly
for real.
Philly. Yep.
That's Philly Black. You would think I'm from Philly, but I'm very influenced by Philly artists.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It sounds like you do know.
Pick.
It sounds like you're leaning towards Jill.
I mean, I love Jill, but I love Erykah Badu. It's powerful artists that have impacted my careers. But I don't know. And they love each other.
Right.
It's all gonna come down to song choice.
Absolutely.
It's gonna come down to sequencing. Like, if Jill plays this, what's Badu gonna counter?
I wonder if they're gonna sing at all. Not that I would expect it, but certainly it would be great if they hit the instrumental or if they had a band and then they performed some of it like that.
Yeah, but the biggest criticism about, not criticism, but what people have been fussing about with verses is just kind of keeping it simple.
Yeah.
So all the bells and whistles, we saw Teddy Riley found for that.
Yeah, Teddy Riley.
It's not a show. It's really just kind of celebrating catalog. So we'll see. We'll see on. I think somebody said something on the Shade Room on Instagram. Yeah. They had a video collage of them singing each other's songs.
Oh.
And somebody was like, what if they do each round just singing each other's songs?
That'd be crazy.
Would be... If they just sing each other's catalog the whole time?
Yeah.
Man, that's
And then that
crazy.
really reinforces the love too, because we know none of these battles are people like really coming for each other's necks. Like there's a lot of respect there, but like if they were doing each other's catalogs, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
So I'm very invested and excited about it though. So like I'm more excited about it than I was for the Primo and RZA, for even Teddy Riley and Babyface. Like
Yeah.
this is my shit right here. Yeah, this is my happy place. So
Yeah, we will see. We're definitely going to be watching. We might. I saw somebody say they want to talk about it more. We might do. We did a little pre-show commentary on the RZA.
Wild Child.
We'll do
What
that.
up,
Peace to
brother?
Wild Child. Yeah. All right, we're moving on to the third round, and the third round is called Digging in the Crates. So what it is
Shouts
for
out to
this
DITC.
DITC. See, you're not a millennial. You know who they are.
I mean, that's where I was born. Millennials know this. Y'all need to stop this. Millennials,
It's fuzzy
we know.
territory. Sorry, Steve Wonder's getting in my head. I shouldn't be judging. It's like
No, millennials know. It's Generation Z that don't know they shit.
that's right.
'Cause they,
Shout
you
out
know.
to Real Rod Digga. Real Rod Digga is.
Oh shit! See, she missed all the juice.
Oh man, no, we'll have more. We'll have more. Yeah, we'll
All right,
see.
Digga, you gotta help me with my lifeline.
All right, let's
Came
get
in
into
just
it.
in
Maybe
time.
Rod Digga will be able to help here. We're gonna get into our first one. So I'm gonna ask you the question, and then I'm gonna play you the sample. Okay?
Oh,
So Galt McDermott's "Space" was sampled in this song. I'm gonna play you the sample now.
oh, I think I know. Wow, Rod, how ironic that you play this as Rod Digga comes into the chat room. This is Woo-ha, got you all in check.
That is correct.
Yo,
Busta Rhymes, Woo-ha.
That's like one of my favorite beats. Like
It's one of my favorite beats. It's one of my favorite videos, and maybe my favorite Busta Rhymes song. I would even say. I mean, like, there's a lot. There's a lot of great ones, but
I think Got You All in Check might be my favorite too. Like I'm just like,
he's got
what's the
solid-
one? What's the one? I'm trying to think. The one that Scratch produced. It's like the slip. It's
More
not the type
recent?
of one. No, the legendary record that DJ Scratch did. Digga, what's the name of it? I forgot.
Give me some more.
Yeah, give me some more. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I was about to just sing it and be like, I'll get it. Give me some more. All right.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
I
think
and
my
that's an
favorite
amazing video too. He's got
Yeah.
amazing videos. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not give me some more. It's give me some mo.
Some more.
Sorry, it was-
Hey, Nels. What up,
Nels,
DJ
what up,
Nels?
Nels? Shout out Nels, Be Real TV in the
Wild
house.
Child said you better not need a lifeline. I mean,
Yeah.
I only got one wrong so far. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, no, she's doing quite well. I don't know if she's still in here, so I don't know if it's awkward to talk about it. I know that she's watching, but tell me about the relationship with Rod Digga, like, because that's somebody.
Man, I don't fuck with her. I don't fuck with female rappers. No, I'm joking.
Oh man,
Digga is like my sister from another mister. Like we
Yeah.
talk all the time, every day. Like that's, once we went on tour for the first time, our relationship has been thick as thieves.
Yeah.
It's deeper than rap with us. It's way beyond that. It's way past that. So she is a big part of a lot of milestones that I've made in my career, from going overseas for the first time to rap to
yeah.
allowing me to put on my
She
first
says
tour.
you're a brat. She said lyrics a brat. Wow, the truth comes out.
If you know, you know.
Whatever.
All right.
As
Listen,
I'm singing her praises, she's gonna talk shit. Like,
we'll get into this later. If I could bring three people in, I would bring Ryan. I would mediate right now.
oh my god.
We don't have the technology. Catch us when we move to Twitch. We'll be able to do that more.
There we go.
Yeah.
Word.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next question. The next question. Africando is a 90s musical project that paired New York City salsa musicians with Senegalese vocalists.
Okay.
And their
I think I
song
know the
Yay
answer to
Boy.
this.
You know it already?
I think I'm gonna wait for the sample. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself.
That's a good choice in the sample round. You want to wait for the sample. So their song Yay Boy was sampled by this artist on a single. Here's the sample.
Money.
I knew it.
What is it?
y'all? Ooh, actually, I don't think I know this one. Oh yeah, I do. Ludacris, B. Boom, 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 boom.
That is correct. Killing it.
Bloody hell.
I was thinking, you know what I heard in my head? The musician in me heard immediately. What up, Cheese? I heard what y'all niggas want.
Oh, Eve.
You can't touch. Yeah, when I heard
Oh,
that
'cause it
line.
kinda it had a little bit of a salsa like vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just the piano sound. There was something about it that was definitely yeah. It had both. Luckily, Eve was not an answer here.
I know. I would have been struggling if Eve and Ludacris were on there. I would have been like, but Luda roll out.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next and final question in our round. We're going to Detroit on this one. I know you have some Detroit connects.
I do, a lot of them.
The beat for DJ Spinna and Fonte's Diligence interpolates a song by this artist. We had to get a little top, so I want to play you the beat.
I'm like, fuck. Okay.
It's an interpolation of a beat for a song by this artist. Is it Elzai, Slum Village, Fat Cat, or Frank and Dink?
Wild Shout. I got Wild Shout and Dig a Look. I think it's B, but you said because you've had some trick ones in here.
We get a little tricky.
I'm really leaning toward.
I'll play one more time.
Wild Child, give me the answer.
Come on, Wild Child.
You know the answer. Tell me. I feel people are saying slum, but that's too easy. I don't think it was that. Interpolate a song.
Interpolate. I'm seeing a lot of mixed responses in here. There's a lot for B. There's a lot for C.
I knew. Okay, I was leaning towards Fat Cat, so I knew it wasn't slum.
Okay, so you're gonna.
They said they don't care about. We do care. It's just y'all are all saying the same shit. Q Wimby 9.
What's gonna be a lyric?
C. Fat Cat.
The song was called "Don't Nobody Care About Us," and it was a Dilla production for Fat Cat.
Right there he goes.
Whew. I was sweating.
I was sweating too. I was like, and Tigolo probably would not talk to me ever again too.
Yeah, no, you run the risk of alienating yourself from all of your rap contemporaries. I don't know why anybody agrees to come on this show. It's a bad look.
Got Tariq like, no. Rod Digger, nope, not talking to you no more. Fonte, not talking to you anymore.
But you did them all proud. You did them all proud. So
I did.
So we have reached now our final round.
Wild shots that I owe you. Not after you teased me and said, "Come on now."
Yeah, come on now. With
you come on now.
So
what up, Rob?
Yep, we have reached our final rounds. Guys, if you have questions for Lyric, drop them in that question box because we're going to get into that soon. So,
hip hop questions.
Final round. Or any questions. It could be hip hop, it could be anything. So, I'm going to give you 3 categories. And you get to choose one. You are going to have 90 seconds to answer 5 questions in our final round, which we call Time's Up. So I'm going to present you with the categories, and then you get to tell me which one you want.
Who are you, Nas? What you mean Time's Up?
The OC reference.
Halftime? Oh, yeah. Time's Up, the OC reference. I'm thinking halftime.
Halftime.
All right.
No, halftime is another one that we should do. Maybe we could play songs at half their speed. We might have to give you production credit on that. All right, so here are your categories. You're going to pick one. The first category is called We Invented the Remix. The second category is called Food. And the third is Cats, yo.
Cats, yo?
Cats, felines.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
She's going
the remix.
Reinvented the remix. So these are going to be 5 questions. If you don't know the answer, you can pass. You can go to the chat if if you don't know and you're stuck. You only get 1 guess on these though, so you got to get it right on your first guess. I have OC's Time's Up here, time to 90 seconds. So when the
Okay.
time is up, on time's up, your time is up. Are you ready to go, Lyric Jones?
I'm ready. I don't know why my heart is beating. This is crazy. Okay.
And remember, if you're stuck, you can say pass, and we'll go back to it. Okay.
Okay. 90 seconds. All right, let's get it.
Here we go. First question. This hip hop mogul famously named an album "We Invented the Remix."
Diddy.
That is correct. On this 1993 hit remix, LL Cool J famously rapped that he'd tongue kiss a piranha, electrocute a barracuda.
Flavor in your ear.
That is correct. This Brooklyn rapper was featured on the remix of Juvenile's 1998 hit Ha. Brooklyn rapper on the Ha remix.
Brooklyn rapper. Come on, y'all.
You want to pass?
Yeah, it's fast.
All right. Raekwon drops a delicious IHOP reference in the first line of this 1995 remix. Got about 45 seconds left. We're halfway through.
The answers are coming late. Come on, y'all. Raekwon. I can't go backwards, right?
You can go back. You want to go back?
Yeah, I want to answer Jay-Z for the last one.
That is correct. Jay-Z was
Okay.
on the Ha remix. Okay, we're going to skip ahead. This
Okay.
producer provided the remix to Jeru the Damages' Can't Stop the Profit. It was a 90s producer who did the remix to Jeru the Damager.
Primo?
Primo is incorrect. We have one question left here. Oh, and my cat just walked on the board. So I'll give you 5 seconds left if you know what song Raekwon dropped the IHOP reference. 5.
Jodeci. Somebody said Jodeci, so I'm going to say that. It was a Jodeci record.
We will give you half points for that. It was Jodeci's Freaking You. Ra. Not Ra, sorry. Ra's in the chat. Lyric, you cleaned up. You did a really great job. I'm going to calculate your points, but you are, no matter what, a champion in our eyes.
I don't think I did too good on this round. Everything's going too fast. I need a multiple choice.
I'm going to total your points now. This is the hardest part of the show for me because it requires me to do math while talking. So I'm going to ask you, who is somebody that you would like to see come on the questions next? Who do you think we should challenge to come on? Digga?
Yep.
Hey, listen,
and you gotta be hard. You gotta be hard on Digga.
Ra, you have been called out. I would love to have you anyway, but now I feel like you have to do it because Lyric just called you out.
You've been called out.
Yeah. That would be amazing. Ra,
she said she should have been on the phone giving me it.
The lifeline, exactly. All right, so
yes.
I'm totaling your score here, and you got a total of 13 out of 15 right. That is an amazing ratio. You have 170 points. I mean, you killed it, Lyric. Like,
bye. Yay!
Can we hop into some questions here?
Oh, for sure, definitely.
All right.
I put on makeup just for you.
Amazing. We appreciate that. Quick plug. Friday, we're going to have It's the Real, podcasters comedy duo It's the Real from New York. They are going to be our guests on the show. So be sure that you guys tune in. Follow us if you're not already doing so. Let's get into some questions with Lyric Jones. So
thanks for the compliments because it's quarantine and we struggling with hair and nails and everything. So.
I gave myself a slight haircut the other day, and I'm sort of like, oh, like maybe I can do this, but I haven't looked in the back, and I think I really messed up the back. But I never have to look at the back, so it's kind of not my problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of dealing with that. All right. Let's start it off. What'd you say?
I'm looking at Digga's ass in the comments.
Digga, don't let her talk to you this way. Come on the show and defend your honor. I'm spinning all of this into getting her to come on the show because we would love to have Ra Digga on the show.
She'll do it. I'm going to make her do it.
We appreciate that. Ra, you're in. Sorry, Lyric has spoken for you. All right, so Built Up Real Nice said, if you had to live with one artist on repeat for the rest of your life, who would it be?
For repeat on repeat? For repeat on repeat?
It's a tough one.
Oh, it is. I love a lot of artists.
Besides
the rest of my life?
Basically.
It would have to be Dilla because Dilla will give me the variety that I need, he'll give me some R&B. You said the artist, so I'll get my R&B vibes, my smooth vibes, but then I'll also get my hardcore. He can rap for me, or I can just listen to a beat tape.
It's a good
So
choice.
I think that was hard for me, but I think Dilla is like my go-to of just all moods. I can listen to Dilla.
Kiss the Ring asks, who's the greatest hip hop storyteller of all time?
Nasir, Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
Nasir.
Hard to argue with
AKA
that.
my husband.
Oh, wow. Breaking news, guys. You heard it here first. Secret marriage. Hey, guys, drop your questions in the question box because it's easier for me to read them than in there. Lanesies asked, what's your sign?
I want people to, can we have people guess?
Sure. I mean,
let's see if somebody can get, if you know the answer, don't answer it. But
but if you think you know the answer.
But if you think you know the answer, answer it.
I'm not. Are you big on astrology and zodiac signs?
Semi. I'm half and half. I don't.
Sagittarius. I don't know.
It's not a rule. It's not a rule of my life, but I definitely. Yes. Cafe Cola. Good job.
Wow, Gemini off the rip. Cafe Cola. What was your clue? Do you know Cafe Cola in real life?
I've met him. He's come to the bars only and bought a shirt and everything. So
right.
I don't know if I may have said I was a Gemini, but Gemini season is upon us. So
it is.
Aquarius, Libra.
Hey, listen, I'm an Aquarius.
Scorpio.
All right.
Ugh, Pisces.
Okay, listen, I won't deal with any zodiac slander here. That's
Yikes.
Drop your questions in the question box, guys. Steve Wonder asks, how is it being a Celtics fan in a Laker town? Wow, shots fired. Shots fired.
Well, we were gonna see. We was gonna see this year.
Yeah.
You know.
This is the ultimate cop-out for teams. Like this whole pandemic.
I know.
Yeah, well, we were gonna do it. So, you know.
I mean, I'm not a Lakers fan. I never will be a Lakers fan, but I respect the Lakers legacy because of our, like, we have the same, I think we have more championships than LA.
You're asking the wrong guy. I cannot.
Yeah, I think we sun in LA a little bit. I'm not sure. But it's about we the top two. We the top two.
Okay.
So I understand the New York LA rivalry, even when in baseball, like the Red Sox whooped LA's ass a couple years ago, like, you know. So I understand, but I don't walk around wearing my Celtics jersey in like Staples. You know, like I don't
your
do
apartment or home while you do hip hop trivia games. You want to rep there, but not.
Y'all gonna know where I'm from. Okay, you gonna know.
Wow. All right. Let's see what else we got in the chat here. Let's see. Can we get the Questions Hip Hop to visit Bars Only live? I mean, we have technically.
Y'all came, right?
We've been to a couple. I went to one with Blimes and Gab.
That was the first one. You came to the first one.
Yep, and shout out to DJ Architect, who is a friend of the show, and his.
Yes.
I believe Architect has even. I believe he's DJ'd a live show of ours. Because for those of you who don't know, we started as a live show. Like a lot of people have been coming and being like, "Oh, it's a cool Instagram thing." It's like. No, we were doing live events. We just, we had to pivot a little bit right now because we're in that Rona season. But, we are supporters of Bars Only. And maybe when we all get back up above ground, maybe we could do a cross event, like maybe we could.
I would love that. I would love that. And, I teach I teach rap techniques. So maybe incorporating you guys some kind of way with my lessons. Like, we'll talk. We'll talk. Yeah, I like this. This is so great and organized. Like, I love it. All right.
Yes, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Let's see. We have from Cafe Cola. He strikes again. Are you going to do a song with Armin?
We have a song already. It's called Overtime. Go look that up.
Yeah, the catalog. She's got deep catalog.
Me and Armin have a record together. Actually, it's one of my favorite features I've ever done. But wow. Yeah, like one of my faves.
Amazing. Armin. What was the moment when you knew you loved hip hop? Says Kiss the. That's a tough one too.
It is because hip hop, I always was hip hop, but didn't realize it. You know what I mean? Like I was a singer in the church, but I always loved rap music and the radio. If I can make this a little easier, when I realized I love to rap, I want to say it was around my like joint enrollment of Berkeley year. So Blueprint era, like
Yeah.
2001, you know,
Sure.
2000. I was about 12, 13 around that time.
It's hey, it was not the golden era, but it was a golden era. Um, we have a question. Why are you so dope?
What's up? What's up, D Rhodes? Man, I don't know, man. It's in my blood, man. Oh no,
It's the
I have
gift
an
and the
answer for
curse.
that.
Yeah.
I'm so dope because I pay homage to who and what came before me. I give all of my dopeness to what came before me. I'm a historian. I love, you know, the stories of the beginnings of hip hop, and I'm surrounded by Rod Digger. I'm surrounded by Fonte and Black Thought, and can call up Kane, and like I get all this wealth of knowledge that adds to me being dope. So if you think I'm dope, thank the constant legends that are in my ear that are making sure I maintain that dopeness. So
Amazing. Yeah. Standing on the shoulders. Exactly. There's
for sure.
And
yes, it's a Gemini thing. Geminis are just, I mean, come on. We got Prince, Biggie, Tupac, Lauren, Quincy. I mean, listen. The list, Andre 3000, Faith Evans. I mean, the list just keeps going.
How many, you might know the answer to this. How many Geminis were in the Soulquarians again?
What you know about that?
Yeah, that's right. I will burn you on your own show when you come visit. We got time for a couple more. Z-String asks, we need a new Radar lyric collab. Berkeley LBS now. So this is not a question, but we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Yeah, maybe. That's big. That's also my big bro. He's the reason I touched the microphone and rapped in the booth for the first time. So maybe. Radar doesn't really rap that much anymore. So
okay, so schedule's pending. DJ Midwid asks, dream producer you want to work with.
Q-Tip.
Q-Tip, amazing.
Q-Tip.
Underrated.
So Digga, make it happen, producer. Yo.
Yeah, make it happen, Ra. Come on.
Come on, Ra. Call him up, son.
Can you do something for Lyric for once in her career?
Can you make my life happen? Like, all you got to do, you can literally, Digga, you can literally call Q-Tip right now.
Get Tip on the phone. All right, that's about all the time we have here.
So this
Lyric,
is cute.
man,
I loved it.
We hope you'll come back. We're going to do some other events soon where, you know, we might bring in people going head to head. We might even be able to spark some. What would it be like if we had Lyric and Rod Digga head to head facing each other? Is that
you wouldn't be able to get us to shut up? We just be teasing each other the whole time. Nah, that's big sis, legend in the game. Put some respect on my sis for sure. Yeah. We definitely gonna get Digga in here. It'll be fun now that she got to see how it is. So
yeah, she got to test it out. Well, we thank you so much. Follow anything you want to plug or promote. You know, anything that you're doing right now.
Yes, I recently dropped a maxi single, a digital maxi single, Acquired Taste. We got 2 videos from that project, which is my really just all I got right now because I don't have any. I don't know when I'm going to shoot any more videos.
Sure.
Don't know when's the next. So please run me up on the YouTube. Please leave comments and definitely like add me on Spotify. All that algorithm shit really matters.
Yes.
So you can just press play or put me on playlists, or you know you can buy a Bars Only shirt on my page. You can buy some records. I got plenty of things to buy and support. So
what's the
especially
website
right now?
What's the website?
The website is thelyricjones.com.
Thelyricjones.com. Yes, check her out. Support. Get the maxi single. Another proof that she's not Generation Z, Steve.
There you go. Because I'm claiming my millenniumness.
These Gen Zs don't know about maxi singles.
They don't know what God. To be honest with you, I barely knew. Because when I was a kid, CDs was out.
Right.
Like when I was 11, 12 is when they started pressing CDs like massively. Yeah. I barely know what it means to go pick up a vinyl and shit.
Yeah, no, I picked up a few CD maxi singles back in the day. It was normally one song you knew, another song that might be dope, and a few remixes that were half and half. You know,
right?
You really knew what you were getting. Hey, thank you again so much. Be sure to follow guys. Follow at The Questions Hip Hop. Follow me at Sean Dammit. Follow DJ Steve Wonder. Follow Lyric Jones. Tune in on
Yes.
Friday. We got It's the Real. Be safe. Peace.